In the 7 years that I was in removal proceedings, I went through 6 immigration attorneys, and I pretty much couldn't stand 5 out of the 6. The main reason was because I felt like they patronized me, they undermined who I was as a person, they were impatient with me, and there was no follow through. And now looking back, I realized that maybe I misunderstood them. I misunderstood their intentions. I misunderstood their communication styles. And so that's why I'm here, to liaise between how you as an immigration attorney is communicating with your client and vice versa, and provide you with tips and tools on how to effectively communicate with your client. And I'm doing the same with the immigrant community, specifically when they're working with you. But when I look back on my own journey, the only difference between the first 5 immigration attorneys I had and the 6th one was this one thing on my end. With my last attorney, I stopped seeing her as my savior. I stopped treating her as my counselor and treated her as my counsel. She was no longer my genie, my magician. She was my advocate. And I became much more empowered, and I built a team where I found the right person who could be my counselor. And so this is the kind of feedback that I'm going to share with the immigrant community, particularly your clients. The other thing that was different with my last attorney that did not occur with the first 5 was something that she did, and something that I urge, if you haven't done already with your clients, to do. I remember the day that my life changed and I gained my voice and I felt empowered and I stopped being a victim. I was sitting in her office and she had this file, my case. She was reviewing it and just speaking and sharing stuff and okay, this and that, and you should have done this, and just course correcting things that had happened and what my previous lawyers had done. And she finally stopped and closed the file folder and looked up, and she said, "My dear, you've been through so much." That very statement humanized me. I was more than just her case. I was a person. She validated me. She saw me. And just because she said what she said, I trusted her. I began to listen to her. She was no longer an enemy or someone I couldn't trust, but she became my advocate. And she helped to amplify my voice. And so I was no longer a victim. I was part of her team. She was part of my team. And I know that if you have that kind of experience with your client, it will further your success in winning their case or moving along with their case. And so I'd like to help you do that.